Good morning, everybody. It's Bubba Rob here. How's it going? I just finished my walk. Um, yeah, it was good. Here at Goldstream Park again and listening to the birds chirp and the vehicles go by. What a beautiful morning. So today's topic, something I want to dive into, am I moving forward? I had my weigh-in a couple days ago, which I released a video on that. And if you go just strictly by the weight, I'd say definitely yes, because I'm down, was it 30 pounds in 13 weeks minus a day. Day. Whatever. Um, but when you're gauging yourself moving forward, what are the other factors that you're gauging? Is it mentally? Is it physically? Is it emotionally? I guess that's mentally. Financially, what's going on with it? Financially, some ways I'm going forward and some ways I'm going backwards. Uh, where I'm going forwards is definitely my food consumption's gone down. The cost of me buying groceries has gone down. My trips to the Costco have gone down, so I spend a lot less money on gas. I'm going out a lot less, which is good, right? I've discussed that before, but where it's kind of hurt me is by with what's going on with my mom and focusing on the channel and the journey and stuff, is I haven't been as motivated to go out there to get excavating work, which I'm feeling quite antsy about. So that's something I gotta get going on. Physically, am I going forward? I would say yes. Again, the weight loss, and the other day, about a week ago, I ran into a gal I knew, Allie, who's a registered massage therapist, and she's taken another course. I think it's got something to do with health and nutrition and whatnot. We've gone into the conversation, and she brought up a point. Have I noticed any changes? And the biggest one was my arthritis in my spine and my hips and all that stuff. And she says, "Oh, that's because you lost the weight." And I said, "No, that's because the inflammatory markers are down and I'm moving better." Well, then she quoted me the pounds per square inch for weight loss for every pound you lose. So I started thinking about it. It's like, you kind of, as a carnivore, you kind of gear it towards like, okay, while you're eating this diet, it's making you feel better. And you just focus on the results of actual food and what's in the food and what you're not eating, which is true. I believe it's true. But also, we don't think about if you're obese and you're doing it, that added weight, what that actually curtails. So I Googled it, and on your ankles and your feet alone, every pound you lose, it's 3 to 4 pounds per square inch. On your hip joints, that's 6 pounds per square inch. So in 30 pounds in my hips, it means I've lost 180 pounds per square inch of pressure on my hips. And on my feet, anywhere from 90 to 120 pounds. Now, you can't tell me that doesn't have an effect on your pain markers. It does. So it, there's more things at play, and I think we have a tendency to forget about that. And we have a tendency to forget about that, if you're eating clean, I know most people, they advocate, like, even if you're eating sausages and pepperoni and stuff and cheese, you're still on it. But, I noticed a couple times when I went out eating stuff that was processed, I felt like shit. So It's not that I don't eat it, but only when I absolutely have to. And I make a real conscious decision that even if it costs me more, if I'm out and I'm stuck, I'd rather spend the extra money and, not add any extra shit in my body. But, you know, right. Emotionally, am I moving forward? Definitely. Way more calmer, less argumentative. Sometimes, though, I do get really zeroed in and focused on something that might piss me off. And if I get that track on my mind, I kind of have a tendency that I have to let it out. So I don't do that nowhere near as often, but sometimes I do. And what I find out is when I do that, I sure am apologizing a lot more. So if you do have a slip in that way, buck up and apologize for your actions. It's the only way to live your life. Let me see. What else is there? Well, physically, emotionally, business-wise, But one thing it has done, and I think this affects all three of them, not financially yet, but I'm not really too concerned about that, because when I'm talking about this stuff and philosophy and, I'm not really concerned about the money aspect at all. I mean, I guess I got caught up as some as others about maybe views and, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing that right. But, it's going to grow. As I improve, it grows. But, it's pushed me and my son in a tighter relationship. There's somebody, they just had their Jake break on. Where is I going with this? Oh, yeah. So, YouTube channel. I've been reaching out, maybe not as much as I should, but other channels I enjoy and texting back and forth, like Semi-Retired Bob and Kimberly Maine, Carnivore Kip Barbecue, and a few of the biker ones, right? Vegas Profiles, and Mooch there, and I've had some very positive results and pretty positive comments. And I was actually asked, sorry I forget the name, but a fella actually wrote me on Instagram, asked me if I was willing to go on his podcast. So sorry, I forgot, I didn't write it down, winging it here, which I appreciate. And I never thought I'd ever get into things like video editing. Started messing around with animation. We may actually end up doing a full cartoon one day. Getting into web design to do our own website. All that stuff. It's kind of amazing how everything is kind of opened up. Especially, like I say, with everything that's been going on. This is a time of year that my head should be down and be in that machine 6 days a week making a bunch of money. That just ain't happening. So, I don't know. There's more to life than money. I just hope, if there's any fellow YouTubers out there that are watching this, I'm sure there will be. When you're doing your channel, and I've noticed some changes, and we all strive to improve, and I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong with maybe what the priorities are, and priorities change, because at some point you got to kind of, I guess, shit or get off the pot, and, about money and things like that. But I just hope the ones that really have a passion for what they believe in stick with that passion not totally focus on the views and only do stuff where they're shooting for views. I personally would find that very disappointing. If you believe in yourself and really helping people, you will succeed. The sincerity will shine through. Your authenticity will shine through. As soon as you deviate from that, you're just gonna let the bullshit's just gonna shine through. It's just what's gonna happen. But I'd also like to say special thanks to Lucia in Vancouver. She's been extremely, extremely, extremely supportive. Um, so I was kind of teasing her on Messenger last night. So I said, so what should my weight be when I come over for a cup of coffee and have a visit? So she asked me, she says, what's your weight at? I said, 341. So then she said, 335. I'll be able to bang that off pretty quick. And then she sent me a text. She said, don't worry about it. Come over anytime just the way you are. Be nice to see you. That made me feel pretty good. So, but I won't go over till I lose that 6 pounds. I was thinking she was going to say like 3 or 310 or something. Like, oh, fuck. I really got to get on it. But you got good people around you and they're there to support you. It's a big help. You will succeed. You will always succeed if you never give up. Okay? So that's my little pep talk for today. Oh, there's a squirrel right down there. Actually, if I got enough, I could make squirrel pie like in Kentucky or something, couldn't I? I don't know. Is that really funny? I don't know. I guess squirrel is squirrel. Um, yeah. So if you want to be a good person, good stoic, good carnivore, good biker, good blues guy and musician, most important thing is to be kind. But just make sure that you stay authentic. Okay? Love you all. Be good. Have a great day. Bye-bye.